hey world, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to who has served the most time. Ex-cons rank themselves. So let's watch.
American Greed guy should be like over here, you know, Ponzi scheme. I don't know.
Who said Ponzi scheme?
You look like a Ponzi scheme.
That's awful.
She look like a baby.
She looks like a baby.
I think she probably did the least time. So I think you should.
Yeah, I would think.
Already, I don't think so. because things are not always what they seem, right? But she may look young, but she might not be, you know. And you know, she may look young, but she could have been like arrested at a young age, you know, like 18, and she could have been there for 10 years, and now she's 25, and now that's why she looks young, because she is young, but she was arrested at a young age also. So I don't know, because they were all agreeing about her, but I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be though.
Just took your braces off
I don't
last
think
week.
it's gonna be.
And then I think he did the most time.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I think so too.
Mob boss vibes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
And I would put you in the middle somewhere.
Like you was a second. You've been locked up since you was 12. Told me to judge you.
Okay, so it hasn't even been 1 minute, and there are already all the stereotypes. They put the woman the least time. They put the old guy that did the most time. The guy with the tattoos and I'm guessing is Latino. Oh, he has been arrested from a young age. What is this? The title should have been ex-cons rank themselves by stereotypes. That's what the title should have been.
Over there, bro.
Excuse you?
I feel like I should at least switch with you.
I think she should be at the end. I think she's just trying to trick her
I
squad.
kind of think you should be at the end. I have a feeling. I'm not sure why. I would
Right?
switch you two.
I don't know.
Period.
You projecting?
Projected? No, I feel like you just trying to trick her.
I mean, he might be.
I would switch you guys. Yes, I would.
I think me and him should switch.
I'll go back and look at that. I'll go back and look at that.
I think we're off by a lot. I mean, we can't really tell.
I don't know. This dude might have done a stretch the way he talking.
This one?
Oh, ranked by
Like
appearance.
criminal vibes,
Man,
you
I
know?
don't like some.
I mean, it's still a stereotype. It's still a stereotype, but I mean, I guess because the video is divided by categories, and I just saw it, and it says ranked by appearance. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Oh my god, I didn't realize that. I mean, that explains the stereotype.
Right, because they be on their back. Most of the tattoos on their back. No stereotype, but most of the, Asian culture tattoos be on their back.
I feel like maybe me and her need to switch. Because she's talking like she's been around.
Probably so. Is that a yard tattoo?
First of all, no.
She's really pretty. Discuss experiences on prison. Okay.
State.
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 What about you?
Federal time.
Oh yeah, I know you got to.
White collar
Yeah, I
crime.
know you did some time.
American Greed.
Someone does white collar crimes
Right.
to the FBI.
14 years.
14. Wow.
My daughter's 13. 12, so 12 years.
10 years.
I've been out 2 years.
7.
6,
Alright, I want to know what time you guys wake up every morning.
7.
5:30.
6 o'clock.
Okay, and the girl. Okay, I don't think it's the girl anymore, cause she said she's been out for 7 years. So what I said earlier doesn't fit. Yeah, she did less time than the others. I'm guessing.
5 o'clock.
You guys are early.
How about you?
At 10 every day.
10 o'clock.
10.
10.
There's no time to wake us up doing there though.
What do you mean 4:30? 4:30 is not even waking up early. It's just
Yeah. Put your
Wake up at 7.
waking up in the middle of the night.
I wake up at 6.
In the middle of the night, imagine.
Yeah.
So you just got out 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
How old are you?
32.
32.
He's 32.
Yeah, you probably should be right here.
32.
He really wants to get out of that spot.
He's cute though. He's really cute. And for 32,
Snitches.
even more cute.
New prisoners running to staff and not understanding that maybe out here you go to law enforcement, but it's not the best move while in custody. And
Exactly.
Since I'm the only girlfriend drama, it was crazy.
I can see that.
I've seen some
I
stuff.
can see that.
I mean, we gotta work out every day. It's mandatory, you know. So
Yeah.
some people like to slack off, and I didn't like that. You need everybody to be on top shape. You know what I mean? Because at any second, anything can go down.
for me, I didn't do any drugs or anything like that, but being able to go to exercise and run, that was great. That was better than any drug that I could take. That was
We know you didn't do drugs.
Yeah, you know.
It was a
We
hell of
can see
a
that.
release. You know what the CRT is, right?
The tactical team.
Yeah, you
She
already
said
know.
we can see
Yeah,
that.
so,
I mean, you don't know.
For you guys is like, especially your first time experiencing that.
You coulda done
You
it.
know they're coming for your cell or your dorm particularly.
For me, it's like, man, I just don't want to go through just cleaning up everything again. You have food spilled everywhere, like the
That's
waters, the juices, whatever, and you just gotta clean up. So, I'm
So
like,
if
man,
cleanup was your biggest concern,
yeah.
I feel like you're in the right spot. I'm contraband clean, so I'm gonna go to solitary for sure. So you should.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if cleaning after the guards searched the rooms was his biggest concern in prison, then yeah, I think he's in the right place too.
Good move. I
I
don't
just
know.
think I should still.
Yeah.
You here? Scooch down.
Yeah.
The guards are probably the biggest assholes, bigger than they are on the streets.
The sheriffs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, definitely.
I remember one time I was on lockdown. I was in what they call the hole. So we were supposed to get a shower at least
In the
once a day.
streets, they're already
We
beyond some
had that
bullshit.
shower
But
cycle
imagine
for
in
days.
prison
My
where
son
they're
next door, they took
literally
him first.
literally
He was gone for about 3
kind of
hours. Take that home, take a
superior
shower.
to
So
the
he
prisoners,
finally
or
came
they
back.
feel like
We
they
asked him,
are,
"Why you was gone
you know,
so long?" He
because
said,
they're
"Man,
prisoners.
do not go take a shower." They left me in there for 3 hours sitting on that cold ass bench naked, and he's banging on the door like, let me out, let me out. And they open the door, they say, if you knock on this door one more time, we're gonna come in there and fuck you up.
Yeah, man, they're on the
They did
power
that to me
trip.
too. I was standing in the
seriously,
shower for
they meant
hours.
it. And he knew they meant it, you know, and the prison guards really mistreat you. They want to make sure to tear you down in front of the others.
How much solitary time has everyone?
No, because the thing is, okay, they're in prison because they broke the law, right? Okay. But being in prison is the punishment. The guards shouldn't be beating anyone up and doing all this extra stuff. They just do that because they want to. Right? Because like they were sentenced to prison. They weren't sentenced to have guards beating them up. Because like imagine you go into like, even if it's like a smaller crime, it's not even murder or that stuff. I mean, if you commit murder, I'm not saying that you should be beat up by guards. But it's how do you say? It's the worst crime, right? But if you're there, they basically go through the same stuff, no matter which crime they committed, right? But then, when you come out, imagine like you do like a small crime, and you do like a little amount of time in prison. When you go through stuff like that, you gain trauma, right? And not even you have to go to prison for the thing that you committed, but then you have to... You have trauma for things you didn't do, like, you know, like because the guards just feel like beating you up, and then, you know, all that stuff, like what they're talking about, and like that's really unnecessary, I
I
think.
went in the hole for 60 days.
And because the whole idea of prison is that people can I don't know how to say it. I don't know, regret what they did, learn from what they did to not do it again. You know, like reform themselves, not reinvent, but you know, realize that what they did was wrong, do their time, and then come out and, you know, live in society again. And when you go through stuff like that, it's gotta be real hard.
Straight.
The most at one time for me is 90.
I never went to the whole, unfortunately.
No, I was on my best behavior. I was trying to get out. Her should be in the middle.
I think she definitely should be.
Yeah, she said not. She said 90
Like
in solitary. Is that what it's talking about?
Thugging has been thugging.
The system has been good to me, you know?
The system has been good to me. Red flag.
Yeah, speaking of, does everyone feel like the prison system is adequate in reforming?
Reforming. That's exactly what I was talking about. So I said the word right. Yeah, but he said the system has been good to him or bad. Wait.
You look. The system has been good to me, you know?
The system has been good to me. So yeah, red flag.
The system has been good to me. Red flag.
Yeah, speaking of, does everyone feel like the prison system is adequate in reforming?
Is prison working? Statistics are so clear about how many people go in, go out, and then go right back in. So recidivism rates in this country are atrocious. You hit the other side and you're not ready, and then you have this whole problems of banking and housing and employment. It's easier in some cases to just go back. The reentry, the training must begin in prison to help people in custody prepare for the hardest part, which is coming home with a sullied reputation and a felony.
Exactly, and then society treats you wrong, and then you have all this trauma from prison.
I think we can all agree
You just can't win. You just can't win.
Yeah.
And people could be like, "Oh, don't commit crimes. So if you don't commit crimes, those things won't happen." No, bitch, no.
They get something from that. Yeah. Because a lot of people go in there and they just go through the motions and they'll complete the program. But as soon as they get out, it's right back to the whatever put them in there the first time. Being an African American male and being raised in what they call the hood, South Central LA, you're bound to go down that bad road.
Anger helped me break the cycle of going back and using drugs and all the stuff that I did. I was mad. I was really pissed off that I was treated horribly and chained to a bed for 2 days after I gave birth to my first daughter. I used that as motivation to never go back and completely retire and be a mom. I was going to talk about it and share my story and let people know just how bad it is. I was in facilities that didn't want to give women tampons, and I was not believed about pain. It is a very dehumanizing thing, and some of it is very petty. They do it because they can.
Let me ask you guys this. This is
exactly what I said. They do it because they can.
Sometimes you can get just the little things in prison made you have, like you had some sense of humanity. Just like being able to wear your own shoes. To me, that was a big plus from being in the county.
Yeah.
And where you were so restricted to not really have been able to do none of that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing for me, like the visits, I really enjoy seeing my family. So in prison, you can hug them, you can see them, eat with them. Whereas in county, it's like through the glass, you're like, man, only 20 minutes, or even 15. For some places.
I think you should come back over here.
Yeah, you should.
I feel like yes, I was there. You know, the good thing about doing time is that your traffic tickets go away. You sign a form.
I think you need to come over here. I think you need to come over here.
I mean, he's taking this as a joke.
I think you should come down
Maybe I straight up.
and scooch down.
We're gonna switch. You okay with that? All right.
And I think for me, the opportunities were there to take the classes to better yourself. But as far as like the treatment goes, no, because like the officers, they're very indifferent. So they don't treat you like a human being. You can't really have a conversation with them or any staff. They look at you as less than. So I felt very dehumanized.
That's the whole point. The whole point.
Okay, y'all should switch. You two.
I feel like you should be over
I think you
there.
did.
Yeah.
You know, I really finessed the situation when I was in there. I know how to work a person. You know what I'm saying? My favorite subject is psychology.
See, everyone serves time differently. I didn't do any finessing. I was stunned at how many people didn't do their job.
It seemed like you shouldn't even been in prison.
Thank you.
It seemed like you got caught in a family scheme, and then they threw you under the
Little
bus.
pyramid.
Thank you.
That's what it was. Your family caught you up because you just too polished. I can tell.
The group will now do a final ranking based on what they think served most. Okay.
I think
Already? The video is so long.
should be right here. Cause he been talking about some in and out.
I know he did more
And
time.
he don't work at
In and out in prison?
You hear me? He wasn't talking about the burger place when he said in and out.
In and out.
American Greek guy should be like over here, like, you know, Ponzi scheme. I don't know.
Yeah, 85%.
Feds, you gonna do most
So
of
you
the
want to
time.
listen?
Yeah, 'cause I mean, the Ponzi schemes, they do
Minimum
Who said Ponzi
85%.
scheme?
You look like a Ponzi.
That's awful.
Judging you by your
I'm offended.
appearance.
We were doing so well.
Judging you by your appearance.
Everyone is
I
just
feel like even in and out.
Everybody's just like, but it never
Everyone is just
fails.
presumed.
It
You
never-
did that. I don't know why.
It never fails. Like it never fails. I'm always. There's nothing else. Just like he said, think about it.
Is this the final verdict, right?
Fed time.
85%.
Fed time. You go through 80% or more.
I don't think you're number one.
No, I don't think I am either.
I would actually maybe switch you two.
I would too. Yeah. I think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
I agree with that.
Rearranged based on what? Actual time served.
6 spots we have Mario,
I told you.
I knew it.
Wow.
I knew it.
9 months?
What? Are you serious?
in the 5th spot, we have Nick at 1 year. In the 4th spot, we
Got it right.
have Justin T at 1 year and 23 days.
Oh.
Wow.
You should be happy for him. It could have been worse.
Yeah, I am happy for you. For real. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In the 3rd spot, we have Tyrone at 3 years.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't tell me
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I think they did the long.
I'm not, though.
In the 2nd spot, we have Jessica at 5 years.
5.
Wow.
Really, huh? Let me find out was a nail.
You were messing with us, though.
He did like
In the 1st
8
spot,
8 years.
Justin C at 14 years.
14.
Wow.
Whoa.
I just didn't get that vibe from him.
I feel like I don't carry myself in a way where I'm like.
I think maybe when he said he was 32, maybe that was the biggest giveaway.
You didn't even look that long.
Thank you.
I mean, I guess the other guy was older, but
Alright, so I was on
Yeah.
probation for sales, and then I got caught with weed again. You see, back in the days, weed was, you'll get it from somebody's house, you know, or a corner. But now you got shops everywhere, so I got locked up for marijuana, like plain and simple.
I was a drug dealer. I was transporting narcotics across state lines. Look and behold, I was part of a sting operation. Didn't know it. They were surveilling me for like 3 days. I pled guilty to 18 months because it was my first charge. I was in a racist state, and my judge clearly looked at me and told me, I'm going to make an example out of you, so I'm going to send you to prison.
So I pled guilty to a white-collar crime, 1 count of conspiracy to commit fraud. I was a money manager in Century City at Bear
White-collar
Stearns
crime.
and UBS.
to the
And many years into
FBI.
my career, our team learned that a client of ours who managed a hedge fund was lying to his investors. Once we learned that he was lying, rather than stop the fraud, we turned the other way, in part because he was paying our company $100,000 a month, every single month, and all of us had grown somewhat addicted to the commissions. Of course,
Ooh.
I always knew that it was wrong, and I was certainly deserved to be held accountable.
My conviction was robbery and possession of stolen property. Because I was in gangs. I was a Crip, originally sentenced to 7. I had a good PD, public defender, that was like, you would think that she was a paid attorney, the way she fought for me, and ended up doing 3.5.
My convictions are possession with intent, delivery of meth, and simultaneous possession of drugs and a firearm. And I was sentenced to 5 years in Arkansas, but I also served some other time because I was a drug addict, so I have criminal sales of a controlled substance and assault as well.
So I went in for first-degree murder, attempted murder, gang-related drive-by shooting. Something that I'm very remorseful for. Because I was born in Korea, I'm still dealing with the collateral consequences of it, that I am facing deportation, that I could literally be deported any day. So right now I am pardoning or campaigning for my pardon with the governor of California. I do believe that I was rightly sentenced to 82 years to life. My sentence was commuted by Governor Brown to 15 years to life based on my good behavior. I went in young, I turned away from the gangs, got my GED, my college degrees. So I'm just trying to create a different narrative, and that's the reason why I came on here, because people do change. People are not the horrible choice they made as a teenager.
Right.
I'm so happy for
How
you.
old were you when you were sentenced?
I was 16.
Good story.
See, like, this goes to show a lot. Like, if I see any one of you guys on the street, maybe I'll think I'm the bad one. But
I would think it was you.
You know,
Then maybe
But I'm saying, you got your baby with you.
I would think he's definitely.
a lot of times I do sense the fear in people when I'm next to them, but a lot of people that
I mean,
have
exactly,
done,
stereotypes.
some of the
That's what I
worst
was saying at the
crimes,
beginning.
don't look like me.
No, don't judge no one. For real.
I think anyone
Yeah.
that's been to prison has to work to try to change that narrative, or else everyone in this room is going to set the narrative of how you perceive people who went to prison.
That's
Right.
what we are here for, just to learn from our mistakes and become better than what we were yesterday.
Right. So yeah, guys, that was the video. That was actually really entertaining. Like I said, I do think prison should be about reforming and about changing and about realizing what you've done and being remorseful and learn from what you did. Even if it was attempted murder or murder, you know, because sometimes it depends on the circumstances, on the kind of life you have, the place you're growing up, you know. It's a lot of circumstances, and you can never know what's about to come next. You can never know what's about to happen. So it could literally happen to everybody. So that's why you can never judge someone that's been in prison or stuff. And then when they come out, society casts them away. Like, how is that gonna help anybody? How is that gonna help them realize that what they did was wrong? Because then they're just gonna go back to prison because it's all they know. And it's kind of the best place compared to the society that's casting them away to be. But then in prison, they're humiliated, beat up, you know, all that stuff. And that's not a healthy place to be. But in their mind, it's better than society. And that's saying something, right? But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.